Hey everybody, the Bong is here, ready to give you a brand new Let's Play! Golden Sun: The Lost Age for the Game Boy Advance, which is brought to you by GameAnyone.com. I decided to LP this game on the 1-year anniversary since I started the original Golden Sun last year. Of course, I got the cartridge of Golden Sun: The Lost Age like a month or so ago and been playing it just to get used to the game. Just to fill in the collection, even though I sold my original Golden Sun cartridge years ago, way before I started LPing. I gotta admit, Golden Sun: The Lost Age is pretty awesome because even though it's a different game, it directly continues, like, from the first game. So glad I got this game, it's a lot of fun. I'll play a new game, of course. Of course, you get to play as other characters rather than the 4 standard heroes we saw from before, which was Isaac, Garrett, Ivan, and Mia. Now you get to name Felix, too, who is the brother of Jenna. Transfer data from Golden Sun. This is optional, but it'll really help your original 4 heroes because you will play as them later on to retain their stats from the first game. So say yes. Since I did not have a link cable or 2 GBAs, or I didn't want to bother with VBA link or whatever, we're gonna go with password. And of course this bronze one gives you levels and gene currently held. Silver adds character stats to that. And gold adds items currently held and coins currently held. So we'll go with gold. You gotta go through like 6 pages of data just to get the full gold password. Or you can just do this! I actually entered the password on my own time before starting this. All but 1 character. That way I don't have to do it now, and you can get saved a whole lot of minutes. Because, trust me, that can take a long time. Especially with the gold password, and you have to overanalyze every single character just to make sure you didn't make a mistake. They do make it easier by putting O's and zeros out of the whole equation altogether. You don't see them, which is good. Of course, the last character is a capital E. And I can change Isaac's name too, but I'm not going to bother. Okay, don't worry about all this because it just changes around stuff. That way, not Isaac's going to have all Venus gene, Garrett's not going to have all Mars gene, etc. So that was my stats from when I beat the final boss, which is pretty neat. No, Isaac's gotta be on the left. You see all his synergy and everything, things like that, blah blah blah, I gotta move, all that. Okay, you don't really see the synergy that is applied to items you equip, say, Mind Read, or Frost, or Reveal. No, wait, there's the ones that Ivan would have anyway, I think. I don't think Reveal is. Yeah, Reveal is. Receive hidden truths. I'm thinking of something like synergies that we've got, that can actually pick up objects and move them around. Synergy like that. I forget the names exactly, but those are just such examples. But you know what I mean. At least I hope you know what I mean. Douse is definitely one. So we're done. Ages ago, or so the stories tell, the power of alchemy ruled over the world of Wayard. Get a little nice cinematic of all the past areas we gone through in the first game. Alchemy wrought the base elements of humanity into thriving civilizations, like lead into gold. But in time, man's dreams gave birth to untold strife, like Justin Bieber for instance. Dreams of endless riches, of eternal life, of dominion over all that lived. Dreams of conquest and of war. These dreams would have torn the world apart if not for a few brave and wise men and a woman. Possibly just men? I don't know. Who sealed away the power of alchemy deep in Mount Aleph's soul sanctum. Prologue from Book 1, which I'm sure is just the first game. The town of Vale guarded the secret for many years until Isaac and Jenna, whose parents died in a storm 3 years ago, disturbed the sanctum. Yeah, it was that storm that caused Felix's alleged death, too. Saturos and Menardi of the Mars clan followed them into the sanctum. With them traveled Jenna's brother, Felix, thought lost in that same tragic storm. Saturos and Menardi stole the elemental stars, the keys to breaking the seal on the power of alchemy. They kidnapped Jenna and the scholar, Kraden. Well, all the elemental stars except for the Mars one. They couldn't get that at the time. If these 4 jewels were used to fire the elemental lighthouses, the seal on alchemy would be broken. Isaac and Garrett set out to stop Saturos, rescue their friends, and return the elemental stars to their home in Sol Sanctum. They banded together with a young wind adept named Ivan and pursued Saturos and Menardi to Emil, a winter-locked town near Mercury Lighthouse which was dealing with sickness at the time. There, they met the guardian of the lighthouse, a water adept named Mia. With her, they pursued Saturos to the airy, high atop Mercury Lighthouse. Isaac was too late to stop Saturos from lighting the beacon and escaping. Again, Isaac chased him, crossing Angara to the shores of the Karagal Sea, where they dealt with the Kraken, of course. Taking passage on a troubled ship, Isaac crossed the Karagal to Tolby. He spoke with Tolby's leader, a strange man named Babi. Babi entered Isaac in Colosso as a test of his powers. Isaac's synergy won Colosso and earned him Babi's trust. Babi revealed a great secret to Isaac. Thanks to a mystic draft from the lost land of Lemuria, Babi had lived for 150 years. He offered to help Isaac, who then headed deep into Gondowan. In the town of Lalivero, Isaac learned that Saturos and Menardi had kidnapped a young girl named Sheba, whom they needed within the lighthouse, seeing how she was an adept of Jupiter. Isaac fought and defeated them atop the lighthouse, but he was too late. The beacon had been lit. A great cataclysm followed. Sheba fell into the sea. Felix jumped in to save her, but both were lost in the roiling waves. Jenna left the lighthouse to find them, but to no avail. Isaac went to Lalivero, where Babi asked him to find Lemuria and the remaining lighthouses. He gave Isaac a Lemurian ship to make the journey for the Lost Land. This chapter of our story begins with Jenna, just before the beacon on Venus Lighthouse is lit. Okay, so the following events that are going to take place just before the final battle with Fusion Dragon. Oh, and by the way, we're playing Golden Sun: The Last Age, in case you're wondering. Golden Sun Book 2, also known as The Last Age, like I said before. Hey, look at the birdie! She's flying into the tower like a dumbass. Move! Well, at least he still knows how to use synergy, that Felix guy does. And he just goes downstairs. Are you sure we should be leaving like this? Once we go down those stairs, we can't get back into the lighthouse. Maybe I should have stopped my brother. Jenna, is something troubling you? What is it? What's wrong? I have a bad feeling. Like something terrible is going to happen. Alex, what are you doing here? How unlike you, Jenna. Surprised to see me? Well, you just teleported out of nowhere. Alex! Were you listening? Where's Felix? Why isn't he here with you?
My brother? He left us.
What can Felix possibly be thinking? He was worried about Sheba. He went to check on her. He was supposed to be leading you out of here. I thought you would have been far from this lighthouse by now. Why are you still here? We tried to stop Felix from going back up to the Eyrie. How like him. Once Felix gets an idea into his head, he rarely changes his mind.
Alex, what were you talking about just now? What did you mean when you said, "How unlike you"?
I was merely surprised to hear you expressing such concern, Jenna. Nevertheless, I'm impressed Felix went back.
Don't change the subject, Alex! What did you mean? Are you saying that I'm insensitive?
No, I'm saying you're on your period. If that's what you heard, then I must have misspoken. Accept my apologies. Well, Jenna, I think Alex has said his piece on the matter.
I'm not sure he has, Kraden. Who do you think you are, talking to me like that?
I retract my statement, my dear. Forget all about it, Jenna. So tell me about this feeling, Jenna.
I'm not sure we should be leaving Venus Lighthouse yet.
What are you saying? You can't really mean to remain here. Alex is right. It's far too dangerous, Jenna. We would only hinder the others.
The others? Did Isaac follow us to the lighthouse?
It would seem so.
He must be trying to stop Saturos and Menardi. If my brother goes back and finds Isaac, they're going to end up fighting.
If the Venus Lighthouse has not been lit, yes, they will fight. Felix is a terribly rash man, is he not?
Why are boys such fools?
As women make us that way. He may be rash, but Felix is no fool. His good qualities outweigh his bad.
That's why I think Isaac would understand if we just talked to him. Why didn't I think of this before now? Please, can we go back up and talk to Isaac?
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Alex, why?
He is an enemy.
Isaac? An enemy?
Our methods may differ, but you and I ultimately want the same thing. To light the elemental lighthouses. Isaac and his friends would prevent this from happening.
So that makes them enemies?
But fear not. They won't be able to defeat Saturos and Menardi. Yeah, that's gonna make her feel better. So, Felix went back to the top of the lighthouse? Why do you seem so pleased, Alex? Why shouldn't I be? After all, the lighthouse will soon shine brightly once again.
Alex, why do you want to see the beacon lit so badly?
Oh, so it's my turn to answer questions, is it? Once, alchemy was commonplace throughout this world. With its power, mankind worked wonders across the land. The lost age of man. I want to see that world restored once again, and...
And what, Alex?
We've spoken long enough already. Let us continue this another time. We should leave the lighthouse now, before the beacon is fired. I concur. Let's meet at the location we agreed on and wait for Felix.
Alright, Kraden, let's go.
Oh, and Alex is gonna go with us? You're gonna help? Well, no sense going back up now. Good news about this place is there are no encounters like there was in the first game. Trust me, at this point, Jenna would not stand a chance because, well, she's only level 5. She has no usable synergy at this time. I'm pretty sure she has battle synergy, like Fume and Flare. So yeah, she's obviously a Mars adept. Nothing up here, of course. But at least we can explore this place at our own leisure. We just can't go very far. Remember, we're supposed to leave the place. Might as well look around. Maybe I can pick up some treasure. Like around here. Is this the right way? It should be. Oh yeah, this is where I want to go. The chest was already open, but it looks like there's still an herb inside. How? If the chest was already open, wouldn't it be empty? Because isn't that how RPG logic works? Oh well, I'm just gonna let it be. There's really nothing else to check out. There are words carved into the relief. If you seek to climb Venus Lighthouse, first seek the power within. Blah 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 blah. That's, of course, requires reveal, but that was in the first game. So there's nothing to worry about here. We don't have reveal. Hey, look at these little birdies. Get out of the way, birdies. There they are! Get them! Who's there? Ooh, those people seem mad. Aiden sent us to stand guard here, but I never thought we'd actually run into them. Scoundrels! What have you done with Sheba? Return her now, or you're really going to regret it. Jen's like, what? Aren't there supposed to be more of them? Huh. Maybe they're just the first ones to come out. Great! That means we got them outnumbered. You would have had it outnumbered to begin with. We could probably take them, you think? Go fetch the other Toby soldiers and still station in Lalivero. Yes, sir. And we'll go tell the guys in the caves. Got it, boss. Oh, this is a bit of a dilly of a pickle. How unfortunate! It looks like an ambush. What should we do, Jenna? What do you mean? Look around. We'll have to fight them. Are you serious? Jenna, are you really prepared to fight these men? We don't have any other choice. We have to. Well then, allow me to shoulder some of your burden. Burden? We regroup along the road leading away from Lalivero. Do you understand? Okay. You don't need to remind us, Alex. We know the place. Follow this road west and take the path down through the canyon to the cave. Yeah, tell him anyway. On the other side of that cave, you will find a small peninsula called Itajima. We meet there. Thankfully, only those workmen block your route. And fortunately, they don't look too tough. Hello? We can hear you! That's just plain rude! You guys were gonna ambush us! And we're rude? Why don't the two of you escape and leave the Toby soldiers to me? The two of us? Alone? You can use synergy, can't you, Jenna? Yes? Then you'll be fine. We shall reconvene at the peninsula. You think you could take on Toby's finest on your own, little man? I do not wish to inflict unnecessary bloodshed. Don't wish to? What's that supposed to mean? If you lay a hand on these two, I assure that you will be made to regret it. By advancing, I assume you mean to fight. Permit me to strike the first blow. Oh, permission granted now! Did he just explode? It must be pretty heavy to make an earthquake like that upon collision. What was that? I don't know. But whatever he did, it's out of our league. You guys deal with him until backup arrives. Oh, so you're next? No need to worry about us. We're not soldiers. We're not anybody. Better fool me. Seriously, there's no way we're gonna face off against you. Well, let's get out of here. Just ditched him. Oh, that guy's a shy guy. Tom is the last one that trips. How undignified. And how shameful. Jenna, now is your chance. Go to Ijima and wait for me. I'm not finished with you yet. You mentioned backup from Lalivero? Let's go meet them together, shall we? Hey, pal. When they get here, you'll really be in for it. Do you honestly believe that even 100 of you could stop me? They don't now. How amusing. This I must see. You gotta admit, Alex is quite a badass. They're gone. Come on, Jenna. Let's be going. There's nothing standing in our way now. What? What is it now? Oh, you're worried about hurting any innocents? Well, yeah. Well, just try to hold back when you're fighting. Let's get going! To the peninsula! Yes, let us go. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here, and in the next part, we're going to head over for Itajima right now. See you later, everybody.